going, everyone? Another maintenance video on the 9.5. So I want to start off by saying that this car, knock on wood somewhere, has been a fantastic daily driver the last probably 2 or 3 weeks since I filmed my last maintenance video that you guys saw. So I've put well over 1,000, I shouldn't say well over, I put a little bit over 1,000 miles on this car now since I bought it. I just took it up to Payson and back a couple days ago, so that was about 250 miles round trip, and this thing just handled it absolutely perfectly. So this car has been fantastic, but there are still plenty of issues with it. The big one that we're going to be tackling today is this transmission fluid leak. So if you look down in here, you'll see that there's one of them right there, and the light is so bright it's kind of just overexposing it. There are 2 different lines that run from the transmission to the radiator. There's one right here, and then there's a second one way at the bottom of the radiator. I'm pretty sure both of those are leaking. I can see just a ton of like old crud and transmission fluid around both of them. So I'm pretty sure that both of them are leaking, and it leaves probably a couple drops on the ground a day. But that's the big thing for today's video. So in order to do that, we're going to have to take the fan shroud out so we have a little bit more access to get those washers out. And all we're going to be doing is replacing those copper washers that are on there. So pretty common issue on these apparently. And then if we come under the car, you'll see it's already left. It's been parked here for about an hour and there's a couple of drops on the ground already. But if you come under the car here, there is a torque rod. This goes from the transmission to the subframe right here. It's just this little bar. That is supposed to be filled with rubber, and it is just, well, non-existent. So I have a new one of those that we're also going to be putting in. And lastly, I have another Junkyard DIC that I happened to pick up, and I figured for shits and giggles we can throw that in the car when we're all done with these other 2 repairs and see if it's any good, because otherwise I want to return it so I'm not out $35. But with that being said, let's go ahead, get to working on this thing, because I just want to be done with all this maintenance. I mean, after this, there's still more maintenance that really needs to be done, but getting all the leaks fixed and hopefully getting this torque rod on will at least make it a little bit better. Loose too. 2 little connections on the fan shroud itself. So we started taking the fan shroud out and we realized we had room to access that bottom trans line bolt. So I went under there and it was finger loose. So instead of replacing the washers, I just tightened it back on. We'll make sure the top one is tight as well. But now I'm going to put this fan shroud back in and I guess move on to the next repair. Hey, there you go.
Right, so if you want to test your motor mounts, just go ahead and yank on that air intake.
Yeah, whole motor is moving. Yeah. So we just got the car back together. Those bolts are all tightened, so hopefully that fixes the leak. But now we're going to do that torque rod. Oh, forgot this little vacuum line here. That might be important. There we go. So we're going to do the torque rod, and that'll maybe, hopefully, make this whole issue of the motor moving whenever you pull on anything a little bit better. Yeah, that's not good. So we're taking off this first bolt on the torque rod here, the one that's on the subframe, and there's a 18mm nut on one side and I think it's an E18 socket. So taking that off right now. I got some weight on the transmission here.
Hey.
Ah.
One down.
It's a little bit corroded.
Not the worst.
Not the worst. What do you mean? It's pretty fucking bad. Oh man, that thing is not having a good time.
Oh no. Oh no, no, no.
Yeah, that's not ideal right there. Not ideal at all. Get my $17 Pro Parts one. See, our new one much stiffer. I mean, it has a little bit of play in it, but it's supposed to. Whereas this one, yeah.
These are pretty lined up though.
Actually, it looks like, oh, fuck yeah. Straight in, brother. I thought that was going to be so hard to line up. Yeah, there's the old torque rod in there.
Oh yeah. A lot stiffer.
Seems to be a little bit stiffer, I guess. So we're going to test out this Junkyard DIC now. Of course, God forbid I try and pull this thing apart and use it. Even when as far as to write on the pins that connect, so I don't know. These Junkyard people are just so stupid, but it has a 30-day warranty. OEM Saab one, made in September 2017, so there's our good one. Another Junkyard DIC, OEM of course. Alright, let's start it up. Well, it runs fine. It's a bonus. Guess we'll let the car warm up and then take it for a drive, see if it actually works, because it idles fine. Alright, let's see. Car's all warmed up. Just give it a little bit of gas, see if it misfires. Woo. No, that seems to be running well. No check engine light either, but granted it put half a mile on it so far. Yeah, it seems to be a good working Junkyard DIC. OEM DIC, that's even more rare. So it looks like the DIC is good. That's a nice little Junkyard find. Super happy about that. As you can hear, Lucas is heading out in his hatch, so big thank you to him for giving me a hand with these couple little repairs today, just because I couldn't get this fan shroud out the first time I attempted it, but we ended up getting it fixed without actually removing a fan shroud, so that's a nice little bonus. One small thing I'm probably going to do off camera here, probably tomorrow when I have time, is this CPS heat shield, because my CPS just conveniently does not have a heat shield, so I ordered a new one of these a while ago and it was just sitting in my parts box along with a bunch of other stuff. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you all enjoyed the video. This car is hopefully leak free now, but we'll have to see over time if that's what was causing it. I would think that's what was causing it if that was basically finger loose. It's kind of sketchy. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you haven't already, so you can get access to videos like this early and exclusive posts. And I'll see you all next time.